Hi, everyone. So today I feel like being unpopular. So let's talk about emotions and their connection with spirituality. Because lots of people are sort of selling spirituality as a sort of way to assert emotions, to touch emotions, to understand emotions. And probably they might be wrong. Because let's consider this to quite a few spiritual traditions and esoteric schools. Emotions work mostly from the emotional body, and they belong partially in the astral plane, as it is called. And this means the place of illusion. This means where we get easily lost. And well, even psychologically, emotions are produced from evaluative processes about what our stimuli impending from our senses to our brain and to our mind, what they mean, what they are. So, our emotional system, namely the limbic system from our brains, is all the time evaluating everything as being edible or not non-edible, or perhaps sexually useful, or perhaps not sexually useful, or threatening, or pleasant, or unpleasant, or something we know, something we don't know, something we can manage, something we cannot manage, and so on. The product of this kind of evaluation then produces emotion, namely some amount of pleasure, some amount of trust, some amount of fear, anxiety when are doing our movies about the future and we think it's probably a not so good future to us. And emotions work all the time around our personal selves. They are about what is considered good or bad to our personal selves. So emotions are connected to survival instincts. They are connected to our personal territories of ideas, emotions, habits, places, objects, people around us in our lives, and so on. Deep spirituality is not at all about this. It's about going beyond towards the infinite. It's about feeling more about something else, a deeper self, perhaps, some inner dimension that connects with eternity, that goes beyond space and time, that is there all the time, that is indeed a higher consciousness. And then it's not emotion that takes us there. It's important to know ourselves, in the sense that it's important to know our limits, what is conditioning us, what is restraining us from deep spirituality. But then we must go beyond. And going beyond implies deep consciousness and implies not so much personally centered emotions, but deep love, perhaps even cosmic love, compassion, an expansion of consciousness towards other kingdoms of nature, towards all of humanity, perhaps towards other humanities, perhaps towards the whole planet, even a lot beyond the planet. And so it's totally different when we talk about real deep spirituality and when we talk about emotion management. And it's totally different using some kind of supposedly spiritual gymnastics to manage emotions from some amount of change in our state of consciousness, which is already great anyway. But this is different from using real meditation to find something that is not our personal self. And it's not mundane oriented. It's not about personal success. It's not about accomplishments. It's not about getting stuff for ourselves. It's in a way about playing the game of the universe for the universe. It's about being a portion, being part of something a lot bigger than we are. So Sorry, but today I felt like being sort of unpopular about this. See you around.